just because they love me, and I feel I just can't not talk about them without using their identification, because they've just transformed my world. You know, my son, his name is Onyx because he was born on the walk. But you guys are probably like, well, what the heck does that have to do with Onyx? It has to do with the fact that the Onyx stone was designed to help people overcome fear. Designed is a weird word. From an Eastern medicinal perspective, as a healing stone, it is meant to help people overcome fear. And he was my rock. Like, that was the biggest fear I had to get over on the walk, was that I got pregnant and that I had a life coming, and I could either let it stop everything that I'd worked for or be my driving force to try to finish. And I admit, I thought we would finish before he made it here. I didn't know it was a little boy till he got here. And I definitely thought we would, have our walk completed by that point, but we didn't. And there's, nothing wrong with that. It's just the way that it turned out. It's just the way that it was. And in the end, I wanted to finish because I wanted him to know that I wasn't going to let anything stop me from following my heart. I want him to, know that he was my drive to finish, not my drive to quit. I want him to know that I cared, but I also needed to be courageous for him. Okay, quick pause. Let's see here. Clean my brush. My wolf guy is totally filled in, which is sweet. I want to go in and add the texture, but I think I want to do it more strategically. And I'm feeling, this is a cool thing. I love to draw inspiration from nature. So I'm gonna let my brush dry for a second, and I'm gonna show you guys this stuff. Maybe. Let's see if it'll work out for me to show you. Okay, so, oh, hold on, quick pause. Here's my wolf eye. You can see that okay? Yeah, so, here's how my brain works when I see something like this and I'm trying to put it here. I look at the colors, I look at the textures. I notice that the pupil is not a clean line, it's a spiky line. That black would probably be easier to put on at the end. If I were to get my base color, which is probably this lighter, light blue, and then do some of the edge colors kind of fanned inward with maybe using something really sharp to get some of these, yeah, cool. You can see some of these like detailed cool edges. I think this is the exact picture I used when I painted the eyes for my fiance's wolf head for our walk. It looks really familiar. But yeah, so that's the eye. But let's find a picture of a wolf. Let's do a gray and white wolf, just so that I can find something to give me a more natural perspective on coloring for wolf, gray and white wolf. Bam. Ooh, images. Okay. Which ones? This is like cool, but not quite my jam. I'm seeing a lot more dark color, like along the top of the face. Oh, that's beautiful. I don't know if you guys can see that one. Hopefully I'm not just a crazy person. Ooh, I love this color. Let's just go here for a second. You guys see that? Yes. So this gives me some really cool stuff. I love how it's white here, a little bit gray along here, white and gray along there. So it's really like kind of in this centerpiece here. So I cleaned off my brush. Let's take in some gray using my wolf here as perspective. I'm actually, because this other stuff right here is cool, then you guys can see that. I love that. Blocks my light a little, but I don't care. So I've got this gray. Just gonna make sure it's really mixed super nice. And I'm actually probably going to get less on my brush than this. Honestly, why am I here? Why am I talking with you guys? I just want people to know that they can, that they're capable of things they don't understand yet because they haven't done them. Like, there's no adventure in doing something because you know you can. The adventure comes in doing something because you feel called to it, because you feel like it's important, whether you understand why or not. And I think when people follow that, they just do the most incredible things. All right, there's a little gray. There's definitely like darkness in the ears. Dig it. I'm going for it. This is my experiment, and I'm allowed. I'll trust that placement maybe. This is fun. As a artist, you start holding things different. I like that so far. All right, let's see. There's a lot of dark, like, it's too heavy. I like right here. This is maybe a unique styling. Here's my artist brain coming to light. Just playing with my strokes, playing with my style. Let's see, there's some, it's like above the eye down to like the cheek. That's cool. Opposite side, same point, more paint. Too light on the paint there. Oh, that totally goes up here. Okay, like that, like that. I could probably use other brushes for this too. This is hilarious that I'm just using the same one. It's more like truth to me. I really don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying. Actually, let's try a different brush. Let's try a different brush for fun. I've got them balanced right now. Let's see what other brushes I've got. So I want you to think about it. I want you to think, like, what's been on my heart ever in my life that I haven't done yet? And, like, I mean, I still have stuff from when I was, like, little that I was like, I'm gonna do this, and I haven't touched it. I haven't done anything with it yet. This guy looks really interesting. So I'm gonna see that. I'm gonna give this guy a try. It is a round brush. Seems like a good idea for something like this, texture like this. It looks like it's really dark on top. I'm going to take this darkness and just really bring it in up here. Me and my funny noise making from my music. I think that's like probably my main thing though, is like dreaming. What have you been dreaming about that you haven't done? What's the thing in your life? I probably said that a bunch tonight. Who cares? What has been on your heart that you've ignored, or you felt unworthy of, or you've just... Let's be straight with ourselves tonight. Like, what's something that you've been afraid to do? What's something that you haven't done for fear of failure, haven't done for fear of criticism, haven't done because you just don't know how it'll turn out? Just straight fear of loss or pain of any kind. You know, what are you afraid of? And can you look at that fear and say, you don't exist yet. I'm afraid of something that's not even real. I don't know if I've met a fear yet that's actually real. I know that some people have, like, maybe they've got health issues or things. But even that, like, a lot of the time can be worked through. And that's the thing, though, is it's work. It's something you gotta be willing to, like, fight the good fight, to be in it, to have it, to work through it. And that can be really, like, can be very scary. You know, but I think there's always a way if you're willing to go there with yourself. Okay, let's check out this. This wolf has some great coloring, like around his ears. Let's see. It's like a little bit easier to do all those little like crevices and stuff. How much easier? We will find out. I picked this wolf, I think I said, because it matches most closely to the wolf that my fiance wore on the walk, which looked pretty cartoonish and was pretty trashed by the end. It'd be really cool for me to be able to get him not a real one, but a really good one, or make a really good one for him. That would be a dream for sure. Match that side with this one. So one of the big things, I'll probably say that a lot. There's a lot of big things. But take the big things that are right for you. Maybe that's why I say there's a lot of big things, because I know that for certain people, certain big things are the big things. For other people, there's certain stuff that's like, nope, that's definitely my big thing, you know? So, what I was gonna say, so one of the big things with reaching your goals the way that you want to is emotional management. Because you have all those naysayers, and you have those ups from those people that are amazing, that are supportive and helpful and want you to know that you got it. But no matter how much of either of those you have, you will only rise if you choose to rise. You will only succeed if you find in yourself the capacity to do so. That's it. That's the real, you know, straight up about all of it. And I hope this works out. It will. It will, because I'm doing it. It will, because I want it to. There we go. What do I want here? I want. There we go. I was supposed to be eating this whole time. Not. Here's my point. Okay. So, what can we do for emotional management? How can we find our way when all the things are working against us? A lot of it, unfortunately, for some, like, I say unfortunately because it's like emotion, like, it's almost emotional how simple some of the emotional management stuff is. Because then you're like, no, that stuff is too easy. That shit's too easy. Why would I do that? Why would I, like, that doesn't even make sense. I did one earlier today. I'm just going to be vulnerable with you guys. Why not? You guys don't know who I am. No reason why not. We're trying to buy a house right now. We are not in a great place for it. Going on the walk, totally like, you know, it's stomped a lot of that out pretty hard. We made a decision, you know, to not be working during all that time and to not, where do I want to go with this? Sorry, I'm thinking about my creation here. That's okay too. To want to be involved with the world, to want to be involved with people, but also to find yourself caught in your own story. I mean, that's what we are. We're in our own stories. We might as well be in them. We might as well own them and do what we can with them and know that they are ultimately the best thing. I'm gonna try this color right here. okay? Like, we're in our own stories, maybe having influence on other people's lives. Hopefully having a positive influence on other people's lives. But I think it's really important for us to remember that we still have to get up and live our story. It's the one we were given. It's the one that we have influence over. It's the one that we can use as the catalyst for everything that we do. And if we're not using our own story to do things, what are we doing here? I can tell you guys stuff all night long, but none of it will really matter if, you know, you guys don't do anything with it. And like, how relevant is my stuff if I'm not using it, you know? So I was telling you, we want to buy a house. Or, you know, there's a lot of cool, just FYI for other people out there like us, there are a lot of cool grants and things that are available in your different states and places and whatever. Be smart about them, but, you know that you may feel stuck, but there might be more options than you realize. And take advantage of them. Like, why not? I feel like there's some good color like above the brows. This is hilarious. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I'm gonna be stoked if it turns out good. That's one thing I've had to learn with like art and life, is that it doesn't always look good in the middle, but when it's done, it can be so cool. Alright, I'll take it. So, emotional management. Walking away at appropriate times. It's a good one. Talking at inanimate objects or trees or the sky or anything as if you're talking to the person you have conflict with, or your higher power, in order... Okay, I'll go back to that in a minute. The person you have conflict with, in order to alleviate some of those feelings from within yourself so you're not carrying them around. Because when you got a bunch of junk inside yourself, the only person who is really affected by it is you. So, like, what do you want to do with it, you know? So definitely that. And then I'm kind of curious about something. I want to see this.